Picture the scene. They're in the middle of war. There's bombs flying everywhere. They're tired, they're exhausted. And in the corner of his eye, he sees her. And he really wants her. The Torah tells us in this week's parsha, Ki Seitzei l'milchama, they went out to a war voluntarily. And yet, V're'isa eishes yefas toya, he sees a beautiful woman. And he very much wants her for himself. Says Rashi, what's going on? The Torah allows him to take her? The Torah is specifically referring to the little voice inside every single one of us that whispers to us to do the things that we know we shouldn't do. And over here the Torah says, because you would have done it in a forbidden way, you would have done it be'issa, we're going to allow it. That's an amazing thing. If you think about it, every single one of us, I'm sure, could add to that list. We all have things that we would love to also be permitted because we do them anyway. So why over here specifically? The Torah saw that someone's going to see the woman, get excited, and he's going to take her in a forbidden way, therefore they'll make it mutter. What about every other place that we know we end up doing things that we shouldn't be doing? Says the Chadushi Alev, an unbelievable idea. He says, we all know it's hard to do things that we shouldn't be doing. It's hard to close our mouth and not say that juicy bit of gossip. It's hard not to look where we know our heart wants us to look. It's hard to do that chesed to someone that we don't particularly like. But yet, it's hard, but not impossible. The Torah is telling us specifically over here. Here we understood it's impossible, therefore the Torah allowed it. But that means in every other case, even though it's hard, we have the ability. We can do it. It might be difficult, but we can persevere and we can succeed. Rav Dessler says over the mashal of a village man, someone that had never been into the city in his life, never saw anything, walked into New York City for the very first time in his life. He had never seen anything as magnificent as that in his life. Skyscrapers, huge buildings. He never saw this. He looked around in amazement. He walked into the tallest building that he found. And he said, how do I get to the top of the building? So they pointed to a small room, an elevator. And they said, go in there. So he has no idea what this is. He's never seen an elevator in his life. He presses the button and it opens the doors. He says, this is great. This is going to take me to the top. He walks in. The doors close. About a few seconds later, you hear screaming and banging on the door. The security guards come running in saying, what's the matter? He said, what do you mean? The door's closed. Nothing happened. I expected it to take me up. I got nervous. I'm scared of the dark. Who knows what's going to happen? And they laughed. And they said, no, you have to press the button inside the elevator if you want it to take you to the top. Said Rav Dessler, it's the same thing with us. We all want to get closer to Hashem. We want to use the time of Elul to perfect our Yiddishkeit and our relationship with the Rabbeinu Shalom. The time to do it is now. The way to do it is to press the button. It takes a little bit of effort. The Torah tells us in this week's parsha, it's always possible. It might be hard, but we can persevere and we can succeed. Have an amazing Shabbos.